Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at some leaked information here and go over some new moves, Kyurem black and white stuff, as well as a few other different things regarding the new Pokedex version 2 that was briefly added and then removed by Niantic for whatever reason. I guess they didn't completely fix it up, obviously, but we were able to take a look at that. We did upload a video. Go check that out if you haven't seen it. So let's go ahead and just hop right into this. This is going to be from the Pokemon group. First things first here, we do have the power for Kyurem black and white special moves, okay? But don't take it with a grain of salt, I should say, all right? So free shock in gyms and raids is going to be doing 100 power, and it's going to cost 65 energy, okay? You can see the duration and all that stuff. In PvP, it's going to be doing 120 damage and cost 60 energy, and it does have a 30% chance to debuff attack, okay? So you have that going on for it. That is going to be free shock. Now, taking a look at Ice Burn, it's going to be in gyms and raids. So this is going to be 100 power and cost 70 energy, and you can see the duration there for that. And in PvP, it is going to be 120 damage and costs 60 energy, and then a 30% chance to debuff defense. Okay, so they're going to actually do two different things in PvP. You can definitely count on the debuffs. Just as far as the numbers are concerned, those can still be reconfigured. So yeah, take it with a grain of salt there, right? All right, so more Kyurem black and white stuff. Free shock is going to cost for the adventure effect, which we're going to go over here. 5 candies, 5,000 Stardust, and you can do it, of course, in increments of several hours. And then Ice Burn is going to cost the same amount. Now, what these things are going to do is apparently make it slow down the circle for you to catch and make it easier for you to catch, I guess. And then also making the chance to catch the Pokemon and increased chance to catch it, and it does work for your Go Plus devices as well. So say you're just grinding around and you turn on the effect to help increase the chance to catch them, and say you're using your Go Plus Plus and you're using the Ultra Balls, you're going to have a higher and greater chance to catch a lot more Pokemon, and that could be pretty useful to collect a bunch of Stardust. So that's a pretty decent adventure effect if that's the case, because being able to use it with the Go Plus as well, that's pretty freaking awesome, I have to say. So standard stuff, all right, like usual. And then we do have some different cards here. I wasn't sure if I wanted to show this or not. They're really going hard here with all these different cards. So you're going to have different events around the world here, and, you know, just landmark kind of places for the backgrounds of the Pokemon. And then they have various different medals as well. Okay, pretty awesome stuff. Not that I'm going to be going into any of those, but I hope you have fun if you do. Now, this is awesome. Some more Kyurem black and white things. So they're actually coming out with the costume as well. Oh my goodness, is that a mask? You can have a Kyurem mask, like a helmet. I just think those look just so goofy to me. I will say those wings there, the black and blue ones, those look pretty cool. And then you have the tail as well for the Kyurem white. And then a pretty standard kind of looking like a jogger suit, and then a Meloetta shirt. Nice, very good stuff. They're gearing up for the events that we're going to be seeing coming in March. It's going to be pretty fun stuff. All right, now this is some other random information here. So Corviknight received Ironhead as a legacy move. I mean, I think they just finally got around to doing that. I mean, it was already, but just kind of like, yeah. So that's there. Zygarde lost its shadow status. So pretty much, I think like most of all Pokemon have a shadow form, like a shiny form within the data. Could you imagine a shadow one of those? It happening. I already know. I know. Black Kyurem now has Fusion Bolt in its move pool. White Kyurem now has Fusion Flare in its move pool. Now this is a pretty interesting one here. Kubfu and Urshifu, both forms are disabled to transfer them to Pokemon Home. We should be seeing those pretty soon. I would think that they're going to probably release them kind of like Toxtricity, maybe right shiny right out the gate, and level 4 raid, Dynamax, and Gigantamax as well. I don't know, like that's what they did with Toxtricity, and that was a pretty good thing too. It was different tiers for people who maybe couldn't do the Gigantamax. At least they were able to get a Dynamax or just a Toxtricity in general by doing a tier 4 or something like that, right? Yeah, so they disabled those for whatever reason. Yeah, a lot of recent changes for Kubfu and its evolution line. Could we be getting it soon? I would assume so. That's notes from the Pokemon group, right? All right, so moving on here. So we have something interesting about the new feature. So the Pokedex version 2 received text to identify elite moves. That's pretty awesome. I'm not gonna, not gonna sugarcoat this one. You'll be able to set alerts to be notified when a desired Pokemon is nearby. It seems to be synced with the adventure settings, so that's also pretty awesome too. Now, when it comes to the legacies in the Pokedex, shoot, I mean, why not? Hey, as long as you don't break the game, Niantic, we'll take more special little features. All right, so we'll see whenever we get that. And that's pretty much going to wrap it up here. We can go ahead and start this video, though. Really quick, just looking at the adventure effects here. Palkias and Dialgas are both very useful, right? Spatial Ren, bigger circle. Take a look at mine. I already have a big ring here in Anchorage, Alaska. The higher up you are, the bigger your ring is. I remember going down to Washington. That Summon a Gun was small. Look at that. Look at that freaking range. It's like a nuclear explosion. Okay. It's insane. And it looks so stinking cool, too. And then you have Dialga, of course, that freezes things. I mean, I'm going to have to say that's probably better. This is amazing for, particular situations. I wouldn't say one is better than the other, although I just said that. But I think freezing's a little better. Now, when it comes to these, Necrozma, Dawnwings, and Dustmane, they're not that great. I'm gonna have to be honest with you on this one. Having Pokemon spawn during the day that usually spawn at night, and then being able to evolve Pokemon during the day that you have to evolve at night, and vice versa, is not too appealing. It's not really something too interesting for the majority of people. I'm sure there's some people out there who enjoy it. And it can be utilized for particular things, like say if a new Pokemon is released and I missed the sunlight or something, I didn't evolve it during the day. Well, I could go ahead and turn that on and do it and then make PvP video, but I'm not in a rush to make PvP videos anymore because, well, Go Battle League is garbage. I just did some little cups the other day, and I was having some pretty good fun, right? But that one's definitely RPS hard, rock, paper, scissors like crazy, but lag and making me miss bubbles, and I was like, no wonder I've stopped playing this freaking Go Battle League. This stuff is garbage. Anyways, enough complaining and rambling here, folks. Just wanted to bring you that information. Hopefully you did enjoy it. If you can give this video a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated, and I'll catch you all next time. Take care.